What's up, fam? Day 30. Can you believe it? Like it's been a whole month. It's been a whole month of listening to these rantings and ravings. I'm hoping you've been having as much fun as me. So, today I wasn't initially planning on doing like a TRT update today, but it kind of ended up becoming like a focus point of the things going on today. So I figured I'd give a quick update here. So, real quick recap. As part of this TRT protocol, testosterone replacement therapy, I'm on two drugs at the moment. One of them is a testosterone cream, and one of them is HCG, which, does hormone stuff, right? I'm not a doctor, by the way. Long story short, the pharmacy called me and they said that the HCG is on back order. It's going to be on back order until the middle of February. Now, this is a slight problem because I leave for Colombia in a week, right? And this is just to back up for a second. This is, part of the reason why this whole, like getting ready to go to Colombia thing has been so like frantic. There's just been so many pieces to kind of get in place. I've had several like travel vaccines, like yellow fever, and recapping on like twin rex and typhoid fever and all that stuff. I've had to do that, as well as trying to negotiate and figure out this TRT and making sure that I'm able to continue doing it while I'm gone, right? Because basically what I needed to do was meet with my doctor today, get a new prescription for 3 months, and then get a 3 month supply of the medication that I can take while I'm gone, right? So it's a bit of a problem that the HCG is on back order and I can't get it, right? So I spent this whole morning just calling like every pharmacy in the city, like calling every hospital, every like Costco and Walmart and Shoppers Drug Mart, and just like nobody carries this HCG, right? It's not a typical medication that pharmacies carry. It's something that they order when they need to, right? So anyway, nobody has it and it's on back order. So I was like, all right, shit, this this could be a problem. The other problem is the testosterone cream that I'm on. It's only good for a month, right? So when the pharmacy mixes it up and gives it to me as a cream, it's only good for 1 month, and then after that it starts to degrade and it expires, right? So again, I can't get a 3 month supply up front of the testosterone cream. Anyway, so I was kind of like freaking out today because I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm leaving to go to Colombia next week. Am I just gonna like put this whole TRT protocol on hold? Like, is it over? Is it done? Like, what's going on here? And so I had the call with the doctor today and kind of went through the situation and talked about it and explained it and tried to work through it. So one of the things, so with the HCG that I'm taking, technically I'm taking like the generic version, um, or there's a slightly different version of it, which apparently is really quite expensive. So yay, wonderful. But there's another version of it. So the doctor gave me a prescription for the other version, and I can see, I'm still not sure yet whether it's going to be available, but I can at least call the pharmacy and see if they have it, right? With the testosterone cream, what the doctor did is she changed me now from a cream to the injectable, and don't quote me on the name. It's like testosterone cypionate, something like that. Anyway, it's an injectable that I do twice a week. Um, Now I'm looking forward to this because I'd heard, as I was doing my TRT research, from what I'd heard, the injectable is just generally more effective, right? Just inject right in the vein. Anyway, so overall, this is good news. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to hear back from the pharmacy whether all the details come through, and whether the medications arrive here in time before I go, and all of those details. But after a frantic day of trying to get all the pieces together and get this to line up, the pieces appear to be lining up. So I'll give an update. Yeah, because it'll be at some point in the future when I switch over from the cream to the injectables. So I'll give some update at that point when I'm making that shift over, and how it is, how I'm feeling, and what's going on. Otherwise, the other thing that was fun. So as part of this TRT protocol, why am I sucking on the string? Every 3 months I get blood work done. So again, it's really interesting. It's really interesting getting, like, I've never had regular blood work done, but so this is like every 3 months I get blood work done, and it's cool because you can like they do a whole like full blood panel, right? And so now I have like numbers that I can track in my life. Like I know what my numbers are, not off the top of my head, but like, they're there on a computer. I can look them up, right? And so I can see what all of my numbers are, like, cholesterol numbers, hemoglobin numbers, PSA, testosterone levels, estrogen levels, all these different things. And I can see them and I can track them over time, which is, again, really cool because I've never really been that connected with my health before. Sometimes I'll, go to see the doctor and every 2 or 3 years, get a physical exam and they're like, let's do some blood work, right? And you get some numbers and you're like, does this mean anything? Or you don't really know. But it's like being able to, like just the idea of being able to track potentially throughout the rest of my life every 3 months, kind of where my key numbers are at and seeing, okay, how do they change? How do they change over time? Are the things that we should be concerned about? Are the things that we should be, thinking that, okay, 3, 6, 12 months in the future, we should be making these changes because this is happening, you know what I mean? Like it's more real time. It's more real time medicine, right? Anyway, I think it's really cool to have that level of access to data and information. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Anyway, that was my quick rant and rave today about kind of update on TRT. My next step really, so it's 1 week now until I go to Colombia. So my next step here is to finish packing everything, getting everything ready. Today, actually, and don't tell anybody, but today, actually, I ordered a new iPhone. Don't worry, nothing fancy. I got like the iPhone SE, so like the most, the most just like basic bitch, just like cheapest iPhone I could get. It's like $600, but Apple introduced recently a like a financing option with like zero interest, so I don't have to pay any extra money. But basically, I can buy the phone with like 24 monthly installments. So I'm gonna pay it over. Basically, instead of paying for a $600 phone up front over 24 months, I'm gonna be paying like what is it, like $25 a month, whatever the math on that works out to. Quick math. But yeah, I'm gonna be paying like $25 a month, so really cool. But the reason I'm getting it, this isn't to like low key flex or anything. But my current phone, which I was about to pick up, and then I realized I'm recording on it. My current phone, it still works, but it started doing this dodgy thing when it started overheating a little bit, and when it overheats, the screen turns like green, like this really dark green, and like I can't see anything or touch anything, so I have to like leave it alone for like 30 seconds so it like cools down and then it works again. But I was just thinking, if I'm going away to Colombia and I'm in like a foreign land and suddenly like I'm in like some kind of emergency situation, like I need my phone to work and it's like I'm getting these green bars and I'm like, oh no, I can't use my phone. I thought it might be nice to have a phone that works with me. Anyway, that's why the splurge. Anyway, the rest of this week is really just about packing up and getting ready to go. um I've never had a trip feel this complicated. I don't know what it is about this trip. There's just something, it just feels really complicated to like get everything together, to pack all the stuff, to go buy the gear, to get the travel vaccines, dealing with the TRT, dealing with deadlines, clients. Just I don't know what it is. This trip has been a headache to get ready for, but I'm so excited to just get ready, go, and gone. Anyway, time to stop ranting. Love you. See you soon.